You'd mentioned talking to Suge during the movie. Was that your first time talking to him?
No. That wasn't my first time talking to Suge. Suge actually reached out to me about some other situation and things he wanted to talk about the past, and kind of clear the air on some other things. People probably familiar with his whole Jimmy Kimmel comment. So on a real level, that's what he was reaching out to me for.
Did he touch on it, or did he say that?
Just kind of in a light way. You know what I mean? He had him and my father. They had to do the agreement for Dre. They always had to talk because they had to do the agreement. They had to do business to sit here to understand that my father still had a contract on Dre. So how they were still conversing, knew each other beforehand, because everybody knows Suge used to work for Ruthless before he started Death Row. He was a bodyguard for the company, and his assignment or taking care of was DOC. So Suge was familiar with the surrounding before Death Row's time.
Did he apologize to you, or?
If you want to take it as that, you know what I mean? It's nothing I was looking for. It's just, somebody got something to say, and especially this man with, stuff on my father, and especially in the past, who wouldn't want to listen? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not scared of him. I don't feel he's scared of me. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say two hands on a real nigga. So why not go sit down with him? For the people who don't and not comment to understanding, my attitude about it, why not? I'm gonna go sit down with you. Let me hear what you got to say.
When did he make the comment? Was it your dad wasn't sick that publicly that long, or anything, right? What?
I want to say, and to tell you the truth, I'm not familiar with, because I get sent to me. I'm familiar with what it is. Do I really give a fuck? No. You know what I'm saying? What he said, truth to what he said. Don't feel like he doesn't have that much power. Probably, doing what, the mistake a lot of people do is having a potty mouth to putting the fact out that it is some conspiracy to it, is what I got from it. You feel what I'm saying? So what year was it that he did it? I really didn't give a fuck and don't know and don't follow that shit like that. I like Jimmy Kimmel, don't get me wrong. I just didn't follow that time on you. So
yeah, because we didn't learn about it. I didn't know about it till they hit the internet.
Till it hit the internet, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So, it must have been a time I didn't catch Jimmy, and I sure wouldn't have caught Jimmy Kimmel that night. But I'm a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel, so I wouldn't know no information of that.
What happened when your dad and Suge actually met?
You talking about the movie situation?
The part of the movie.
Nothing. Trying to get him and intimidate him to sign over Dre, and my father kept signing, a wrong name. So that's about it. You feel me? Got some information that he supposedly was going to come to Compton, of where his mother, where we were living at, the house I'm telling you about, and of course, like I told you, that's not true either. You know what I mean? So ain't shit ever happen. So it's it's Hollywood. It was Hollywood scene. But he did meet up with Suge that night to speak on business with Dre, and then was intimidated, beat up, like in that nature. No. Beat up, no. Period, no. So that's about it. It was threats. That was about it.
A lot of threats. I think I was seeing somewhere there was guns pulled out, or
it probably was, pulled out, but he still didn't sign what they wanted him to sign. And then the next threat was that you had somebody at his mother's house, which wasn't true either. And how I know that significantly is because the bodyguard showed up that night without my father, so you knew something was wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.